paper. The color that you want your bird to be has to be upside down. Fold the paper into a triangle. Make sure your edges are really lined up good. Mine are not going to be. I can have a problem with that. Triangle. Take the left corner of the triangle and fold it to the right corner. Lift up the corner of the triangle and go in the middle of it and flatten it out so that it's a diamond now. Turn the paper over and do the same thing on the other side. Open up the triangle, flatten it out, and this is your basic shape that you use for a lot of different origami figures. That piece right there. Now, you'll see that on this diamond shape, there is a way to lift up the top part and separate it from the bottom part on either side. So we're going to make kind of a door. Lift up the top part on the right and fold it to the center. Lift up the top part on the left and fold it to the center. Lift up the bottom piece here, which is one piece. You can't separate it from the other layers. Fold that whole piece up to the bottom of this triangle and crease it along the bottom and then unfold it. Open your doors up. Go up here and separate the layers. This is the top layer. That's everything else. Pull the top layer, take this tip and pull the top layer all the way down like this. And try to make the best creases you can. I'm not very good at this, and flatten that out. Turn the figure over and do the same thing on the other side. Make your door. Right tip to the center, fold. Left tip to the center, fold. Bottom part of the diamond up to the middle, crease, and unfold. Open the doors, separate the top layer, pull the top tip to the bottom. Looks like a boat that you're kind of making here, but you're going to flatten the boat. Okay, so try to see how I'm having trouble getting the edges to match exactly. This will cause trouble for me later on in the bird, but flatten your boat. Your boat now has a top layer and a bottom layer, and it looks like a diamond. Start with the right hand side, take the tip, open the top layer, fold it to the center, open the top layer on the other side, fold it to the center, flip the figure over, right tip of the diamond to the center and fold, left tip of the diamond to the center and fold. Now you have this shape. Pick it up. You've got 2 top layers and 2 bottom layers. Take the right hand on the top, place it over the left. Then go onto the underneath side and take the left hand flap on the bottom and fold the left hand flap to the right and flatten this figure. Did you see how you took the right door to the left on the top and the bottom left door to the right on the bottom? Put the figure down and turn it over. Take the bottom tip and fold it to the top tip. Flip the figure over, take the bottom tip and fold it to the top tip. We're going to do doors again. Right on top to left on top, left on bottom to right on bottom. Here we go. Right on top to left on top. Crease it. Left on bottom to right on bottom and crease. Now to make the bird, reach inside and grab an end from the inside and pull it out like that. And crease it, flatten it, just flatten it out. And do the same thing over here. Grab that inside piece, pull it out, flatten it. Now, depending on how well you've lined up your corners and what you think you might want to have the beak and the tail, maybe I'll leave this one as the tail. I'm going to go in and make an inverse fold for the beak. So I'm going to put my thumb in the crease here and run it up to about there, and then I'm going to take my index finger on this tip here and fold it down and inverse fold it. You can see that? And then kind of squish it like that and then pull the beak out. Now, this bird will go in an envelope flat like that, or if you're going to string them together in chains, you take the wings and you pull them apart, and the bird will flatten out like that. Okay. So, and for the chains, probably most of the time I use a smaller piece of paper, and there's a hole on the bottom that you can string needle and thread through, and you can chain the birds together that way. And also you can use beads for that. And then there are a lot of different kinds of papers, lots of pretty colors. There's also available for very inexpensive in some of the Asian stores. There's some pretty cards that you can put your cranes in. There's nice ribbons and different things to decorate with. Okay, so that's how to make a crane.